Welcome back to the channel. I'm gonna start posting videos on the channel again. This is me reacting to Piers Morgan's interview with Ye. I was just curious to see what happened. I wanted to see the chaos ensue. Ye is crazy, Sneako's a bot, and Piers Morgan's a fake, nuanced, moderates reporter. So let the chaos ensue.
Interview. We had a long conversation, and since then, a lot has happened in your life. And so I'm grateful for the opportunity to try and talk to you about some of this. How would you say your life is at the moment?
I mean, you see that view?
Yeah.
Yo, it's kind of hilarious that Sneako went this whole entire arc. If there is a definition of the word grifter, Sneako's face would be right there. That dude just be grifting to trends. He had it all made. He could have been a huge content creator, but this guy does not have integrity. He has no spine. So he just grifts to the biggest name, no matter how controversial. It's so lame. I'm not gonna lie, it's so lame.
Your life is good?
Well, judge it on the view as the answer to how my life is. Judge me by the view.
Well, the view is Mallorca. I've been there. It's a beautiful place. And for all intents and purposes, you seem very relaxed and happy. That is in direct contrast to your public image at the moment over the last couple of years, led by your ferocious... Well, hang on, let me finish the question. Led by your ferocious use of...
No, but I already disagree. It's not in contrast. There's so many people and artists that are championing the idea of someone being able to just express who they really are and have been able to go through the war of being attacked by the banks, being attacked, by the banks. That's the best way to put it, being attacked by the banks and to still be here with this view is, that's the win. So I think I'm in contrast to your contrast.
Okay, but the point I was going to make is...
You know what this sounds like? There's another prolific individual that, despite all the controversy and all the terrible things he says, he constantly frames everything like he's the victim. I'm being attacked by the establishment. I'm being attacked by the media. I'm being attacked all over. Everybody's against me. The deep state. That sounds very familiar, doesn't it? It should, because literally, a very specific individual uses that tactic religiously. But it's interesting how when people don't have a bias and cultish mindset, how easy it is to identify insanity. It's interesting.
Is that I watch what you put out on X. You've got 32 million followers, so you're one of the most followed people.
See, wait. Now look right now. You're not gonna take inches off my dick, bro. Like, how many followers do I have?
What?
Study for the whole staff over there.
I thought it was 32 million. How many is it?
I'm gonna be honest. The similarities between Trump and Kanye is very, very obvious. Hilarious men who are insane and think the world's against them. I mean, if the shoe fits, if the shoe fits.
You obviously know.
I mean, no. I mean, don't help them out. They.
I'm told it's 33 million now. So congratulations. You're slightly bigger following than I thought.
No, congratulations. Your information is correct. You're not just some, dude trying to sub. I'm a gift, bro. You know what I mean? Why do all you people in media act like you haven't played my songs at your weddings or graduations?
Yo, he sounds like Trump, bro. Like bar for bar. These are things Trump
like
says.
A Lennon, a Michael Jackson, and you just take all this time to just like that nuance right there. It's idiotic. It just shows the hate that you put out for people that put love. There's so much love in the art that I put out.
With all due respect, what are you talking about? I haven't said anything.
What are you talking about? It's 30. Okay, now you're not taking accountability or responsibility.
You said it. You implied I haven't played your music. Of course, I played your music.
I need a no, sir. This is what you get for now. We can circle back when you can count.
Okay.
He's just like,
Where's he gone?
oh my god, bro.
That's
Oh my god. Ye is literally a black Trump. Oh my god.
He's going back to work. There's several things he's working on. I was not aware he was going to leave like this, but it seems like he got upset about the.
So it's all just a game, is it? Is that the idea?
Followers. Well, I mean, life is a video game, is it?
Shut up.
I wonder what the point of this exercise was. Was he supposed to do an interview or not?
He's supposed to do an interview, but I mean, the amount of Twitter followers, something like that, it's patronizing for no reason. You said his name incorrectly. You know his name is Ye. This is very public about that. Hopefully we could do it. I think this was good. We were prepared for a good interview. But come on, you know what you were doing.
What do you think I'm doing?
I think you were trying to patronize very intentionally by getting those two things, under his skin. Maybe it could have been about past interviews or because of what happened yesterday. But I mean, this information is not that difficult to get right.
Yeah, we called him Ye, and we got his.
Piers Morgan's bot ass met his match. Oh my goodness, this legit is hilarious, bro. This is hilarious.
Twitter following count wrong by 1 million, from 32 to 33 million. Also, for the record, you guys dicked us around yesterday, and you seem to find that very entertaining and amusing in your live stream, which I'm sure you will now. You kept all my crew in Spain and here waiting, and then wasted their time. And then you got us all back now, and you've wasted our time again. And you again may find that funny and entertaining, and that's fine. I don't. I think it's a total waste of everyone's time and effort and money.
Well, I mean, it is. I was ready for the interview yesterday, too. My time is important as well. Regardless if it was wasted, we have to admit this is somewhat entertaining. This is going to be laughed at.
Oh, for sure. This is the Donald Trump method. Like, just be insane and say dumb shit. And I know Piers Morgan is complaining about wasting his time. He had 1 million views in 4 days. He obviously profited off of this interview, regardless if it's substantive or not. I mean, is politics when it comes to the MAGA administration? I'm talking about MAGA too much. Let me chill. I just think it's funny. I just think it's hilarious. I think this is hilarious.
By many people.
What's entertaining?
That was funny. That's undeniably walking off right into the beginning of an interview is funny.
Yeah,
it is. It is.
Out of interest,
subjective.
Out of interest, what do you do with him?
I'm working on several films right now. I am streaming out here. I'm editing, and I work on things behind the scenes. Some inspiration for art. I'm just there to try to help fulfill his vision.
Well, let me ask you.
Sneako's a bot, bro. Oh my god.
Why is he so rampantly anti-Semitic?
I'm not going to answer questions on his behalf.
Well, you're going to have to because he's not there.
On his behalf.
He's not there.
What's that?
He's not there. Literally, he's dropping a track today called Heil Hitler. Why are you happy to be associated with somebody like that?
Wait, what? Is he really? I don't follow Ye anymore. I don't follow Kanye West anymore. I don't care. I'm gonna say your name incorrectly. I don't give a fuck. What? Is he really? Nah, that shit wild. That is wild. What?
Interesting.
Oh.
I'm not going to speak on his art and his vision.
I'm asking you why you're happy to be associated with somebody who most of the world believes is now a rampant anti-Semite.
Well, you're associated as well. Your show's called Piers Morgan Uncensored. Yeah. You tried to get him censored on X. And here you are on the days we're going to release the song doing an interview with him. So we're all involved here. It's not like...
Oh, yo, Sneeko low-key cooked the shit out of Piers Morgan. You talking about working with someone. You did this interview for a reason. You're gonna pocket crazy from this interview. Piers. Piers Morgan. Piers Morgan. There's something looking back at you. It's called hypocrisy. Come on.
Like I'm the only one complicit.
Yeah, the reason I wanted to get him on was because I don't think anyone holds him to account for anything he does on X. And in fact, he deliberately breaches all of X's rules. And yet he does it.
Now you care about X's rules.
Whereas millions of other accounts get suspended for far less offenses. So I was going to ask him directly, which is why I mentioned his X following. I was going to ask him about what he puts on X and why he does this, why he continually attacks Jewish people, why he continually celebrates Adolf Hitler. And then I'm curious about, given he's not there, can't answer these questions, what your association is with this guy and whether you're comfortable to be associated with somebody who most people consider to be an anti-Semite.
I think I just answered this question. And these are good questions. I think I just answered half.
We haven't answered the question, have you?
But I mean, if I did, you said, what are you doing out here? And I said, I'm doing films and I'm recording behind the scenes and I'm streaming and I'm editing and helping fulfill his
Have
vision.
you been helping him with the track Heil Hitler?
No, I don't. I'm not a music guy. And if you wanted to get questions about his Twitter or X correct, then you should have got the number of followers correct. That was something intentional that you knew what you were doing.
So I got the size of his dick wrong. Is that what you say?
Well, if you know everything else that he's tweeting, you should have got that right as well.
Oh, don't be so pathetic, Sneaker. Honestly, what you're trying to do is you're trying to get good content which will promote you, Sneeko. And I'm just curious how you, Sneeko, deal with the fact that you are so openly associating yourself
you asked that question
with somebody who seems to worship Adolf Hitler and is pro the Nazis. Do you feel comfortable about that?
No, we worship God.
He worships Adolf Hitler.
I'm here promoting this. We could talk about how pathetic
he worships Adolf Hitler.
That you were essentially working for Israel up until a couple months ago, and
really, when was I working for Israel?
Like genocide and not pushing back.
When was I working for Israel?
If it's pathetic to make films behind the scenes of one of the greatest living artists, probably the greatest living artist.
Well, he certainly was.
You point the finger at you.
He certainly was he was a great artist. Unfortunately, he's become a rampant anti-Semite who adores Adolf Hitler, embraces Nazism, uses swastikas,
I'm pretty sure he says he loves everyone.
To sell his merchandise,
I'm not gonna speak
and has a new record out called Heil Hitler. So forgive me if I don't currently see him as one of the world's great artists.
Question is incorrect.
Yeah.
I don't. You know what? We're all getting entertained from this chaos. I knew this was going to be chaos. So let's just ride it out. Let's ride it out until it's officially over and see if anything else funny happens.
I don't see
everything you're saying in this question is incorrect.
Sorry?
The song isn't out. The song isn't out for one. And two, he says he loves everyone. He says he loves Jews. He says he loves Hitler. He says he loves everybody. But
so when he says, let me ask.
Loving Hitler's insane. Yeah, he's insane, bro. What the hell? Oh my goodness.
You're the one sitting there. He said Jews were better as slaves. You have to put your Jews in their place and make them into your slaves. You then said make your Jews work for you, but watch them as close as you can. Whip the Jews. You comfortable with that, Sneaker?
Yo, what? Yo, Ye's cooked. I mean, I already knew Ye's cooked. Why am I saying things that are common sense? I think the better statement is Ye's legacy permanently damaged off of all the crazy stuff you said recently? And then another question is Sneeko cooked? Because I don't know why he's associating with Ye. He's associated with Nick Fuentes and Ye. Like, does Sneeko hate Jews too?
I think I find it funny. That's not something that I would do personally. I don't whip anybody.
You think it's funny, do you? Whipping Jews?
Slavery.
Using Jews as slaves? You think that's funny?
I think the context of that is funny, yeah.
What's the humor? I'm missing any sense of humor. I'm missing the humor. What's the humor?
I mean, do you want me to break down a joke for you?
You think it's a joke, do you, about whipping Jews?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a joke because I've been here for a couple of weeks and he hasn't whipped any Jews.
Really? So because he hasn't actually whipped any yet,
yeah,
that's a joke.
He really has.
Yeah.
Really has. But Piers, before I leave, I don't want to speak on his behalf. If you're agreeing,
what choice do we have?
You set this thing. Right now,
you set this farce up. He's dicked us around. You're the one left, so you're going to have to be accountable for him. Unless you want to walk away too.
Accountable? What do you want to hold me accountable?
If you don't want to answer questions either, you are free to stand up and walk away. like a little sniveling
Well, you can ask
coward
questions.
too.
If you have questions for me, then I'll feel
You know
free to
what? Here's
answer
my
those.
question
But
for
just
you.
as-
Why
when
is
it
your
comes to
mate?
Ye,
Why is your mate Ye?
is this
such
whole
a-
thing going to be interrupting, or
Why is your
this
mate
whole
Ye-
thing just
why-
going to be
look,
interrupting?
mate,
Or do you want me to speak
Look,
at all?
you're sounding like Andrew Tate Light, like his annoying little younger brother we never knew about. Okay, doesn't work with me. Okay, you set this thing up. It's obviously some kind of elaborate prank.
Okay,
that you're
your
pulling
team asked
with
me to
your
do
mate
this. If
Ye.
you want to be
But given that
Netanyahu
you-
light on
But
TV,
given you want to, given
if you want to
want
be
okay,
Dave
you think it's
Portnoy
all
with the
funny,
suit,
it's fine.
then sure. If you want to do ad hominem attacks, then why invite someone to your show? I set this up because your team asked me to do it. I did everything that I could. If I knew that this would, I'm not here wasting your time. You're angry at me for setting up an interview that you wanted. If you have questions for me, I'm happy to answer those.
Here's
If you
my
want to keep
question.
doing
Oh, he's so well, Piers Morgan wanted the publicity, and he got it. He got it. He wanted the interview. I don't know. Sneeko making some good points. Now, I will preface this. I don't like Piers Morgan. I don't like Sneeko. I don't like Kanye West. So I'm just having the time of my life right now.
Why did
insults,
you?
there's no point in me being here.
Why did Jay stand up like a sniveling little coward and walk away before I could ask him difficult questions?
For the third time, Piers, I don't know if you have a hearing problem, but I'm not going to answer questions on another man's behalf. But
Really?
thank you for
Even though
having me.
you
If
set
would
up
like
the
to talk
interview with
one-on-one
him.
another time, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's
thank
on
you.
Piers Morgan acts like he's this kind of professional, nuanced reporter. He's just as bad as all these other content creators, bro. Let's keep it a stat. He's really no different from someone like a Hassad. Come on.
For me, he's a sniveling little coward, and he's an anti-Semite and a Hitler worshipper. That's what I would have asked him if he'd had the balls to sit there and take the questions. And there you are, proudly associating yourself with him. Good luck to you, Sneeko. Everyone can see you for what you are. Piers Morgan Uncensored.
Hey man, Sneeko sold his soul to the Yeezus. So I guess, man, shout out. I guess that was hilarious. That was not substantive. That was stupid.